forest guards or so. It's long overdue. And more so, I think these people will be recruited rather from the communities. They are people that knows their community. If you watch very well, the Boko Haram insurgents are afraid of the what they call them soldiers again, the civilian soldiers in Borno and other states of the north. They are afraid of those guys for the reasons being that they are hunters. It is their place. They know the forest, and also again, they are also making good use of their traditional deities too. So the Boko Haram people, to an extent, are afraid of this, local vigilantes very well. So for us to have this forest guard, it is good. It's a good thing, and let them be recruited directly from these various communities and be properly armed. They should be well armed, not a situation whereby you are giving them a pump action gun or a Mark IV gun to go and engage with these heartless, dreaded miscreants who are today described as Boko Haram terrorists, even the bandits too. These people, they don't have heart, and they are exposed to modern day sophisticated weapons. Some days ago, I think it's shown all over the social media where a military base was overrun. Their arms and ammunition scattered away by Boko Haram insurgents. So they are exposed to technological gadgets. So what the government will do, as Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu will do, is after recruiting these people, they should be properly well armed and well trained, and they should, be carrying out this security insurgency war side by side with the military. In every one operation they are engaging, the military is also there to give them backup fire, both aerial and land operation, to give them backup fires. And they should also be exposed to, modern day technology too. Nothing stops them in the course of the operation. Flying. I bought Gary that should be inside last week or week before last. Something of it was sold for, I think this half custard was sold for 1,200 naira or thereabout, 1,200 or 250 thereabout. But when I went to buy it some days ago, it was sold for 1,400 naira, and I asked, now, one for why? Too much. The woman was telling me, "Nasi bill."
So you mean the National Bureau of Statistics is not correct with that?
I won't sit down here to say they are not correct about their statistics.
Food price decline.
Yes, it's the primary responsibility of this agency to give us these reports. So I will not sit down here to disprove the statistics they are giving to us, the parameters they are using for their measurement. But what I'm here to say, or what I'm going to sit down here to say emphatically, is that I have not felt it. Nigerians too, they have not feel that impact of that decline they are talking of. The inflation rate ease. Have not seen the ease in the drop of the inflation rate, or the decline, the slight decline. We have not felt it. If you go to the market now as we speak, go to the market, the prices of things, rather than dropping, are topping up. So the Bureau of Statistics should also help Nigerians to, or go to the market to take another assessment, or report to Mr. President to put in measures to see how we can control the prices of food commodities.
You think they've not done that?
Well, they've done that with this FCCC, federal, the acronym is so long that Federal Consumer Protection, FCCC, I think at some point in time we are going to the markets to see how they can regulate the prices of goods and services. But the issue or the problem is the prices you are going to control is not a government-owned market. The commodity, the seller does not sell for government. The trader there buys the goods and is also there to make little profits for his or herself as a trader. So government going into the market to control these prices too, they should have a rethink. What I would rather suggest for government is, like in the days before now, in those days, early 80s and 90s that I know of, government used to have their own commodity warehouse, food silos, where they bring out foods and sell to the public, the people, at a subsidized rate. We used to have it, but now those things are no longer there. I think with that, you can crash to an extent the prices of commodities in the market. If government is like here in Bayelsa, what stops us from having Agric Expo shows, either in 3 months, as the case may be, from the local government to the state government? When you organize these Agric Expo shows, you now make the farmers, since we have this flood problem, and within those periods you have forced harvesting. So why not bring in this activity, this show? You now make the farmers to bring all their commodities. If it is in the rural areas, they organize it at the local government level. They mop it up there, get a place to stock this food. If it is in the state here, they do it, get these products, they bring it out, and government will also patronize them by buying it, stock it somewhere in the food silo. Then you begin to sell it out. It will bring the prices. Then planting again too is key. In Bayelsa here, for God's sake, at a point in time, I have this feeling in me that we are not supposed to be crying of food, because our land here is so fertile that things things just grow rapidly without fertilizer. And we have these Arewa or northern farmers here, more again here, who are willing to say, look, government, give us land, partner with us to plant. Then individually too. That's one of the reasons I will still go back to ask His Excellency the Governor on the 8 billion agri loan. Those farmers, those appointees, he told us, it was himself that made this revelation. The appointees that were giving the 8 billion naira agri loan, whom the loan was disbursed or shared among, how far about their farms? What have they done? Where are the farms? What are they growing? When are we going to reap from that agri loan? Won't it help to bring down the prices of garri in the market? If it is rice, is it not going to bring down the price of rice in the market? Or pepper? These things can grow here. If we have insurgency, insecurity in the north, for those of us that are here in the south, that relatively our place is peaceful, like Bayelsa, they will say it's one of the peaceful states, the governor's disposition is peaceful. That peace, what has it translated into? How have we been able to take advantage, harness this peace we're enjoying to grow our agricultural potentials?
And remember,
and make people to come in here to begin to buy food.
David, we have a challenge with the herdsmen thing as well,
herdsmen thing, the challenges of the herdsmen thing cannot be an excuse. It is minimal, with due respect. It's minimal. It is not a everyday issue. We have a herdsmen and farmer attack here in Bayelsa State or in the South. It happens maybe once in a while, not on a regular basis, and not on that large-scale massacre as we used to see in the Benue, in the Plateau, and other parts of the Northeast and the Northwest. But here it's not like that. Relatively, there is peace, so to say. Though, once in a while we have these clashes that government can control. Here, government can take charge and control it. So why not we have this advantage to grow food here, so that the food security here will also contribute to the Bureau of Statistics when they want to give to their statistics to tell us there is a sharp decline in the prices of food as a result of the growing of food or sufficient food in the South.
All right, let's look at the story on the Vanguard newspaper. So the National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Mr. Felix Morka, yesterday said that despite the wave of defections, the ruling party has no desire to turn Nigeria into a one-party state. He said that when the People's Democratic Party, PDP, was in power, it controlled over 28 states without being accused of turning the country into a one-party state. Now, with all of this that is happening, do you think the APC is sincere with this comment?
The APC will say what they are saying, or Felix Morka will always, talk to favor his party. Like I keep making this reference, it is the transfer window season. It's favoring the APC, and everybody is going there to sign into the club, free for all. But then some people will say the APC is doing well. According to them, the APC is doing well. Consultation or negotiation or lobbying, bringing in people into your party is part of the politics. It's part of democracy. But the trend at which it is being done, or the manner it is being done, is what Nigerians are worried about. That every governor today wants to go to the APC. Every senator today wants to go to the APC. Every assembly member is, and also when a governor will move with all the persons in his party in the state. No, it's not. It is their right, their fundamental human right to move to anywhere they want to go to. But let it not be done in a manner of, I see it as an eyesore with ignominy. People don't have recourse, no ideology. It's how it is going to favor me. So at random, at will, they just begin to cross carpet, leave party, everybody, APC. For Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I was listening to some, analysts in their opinion saying Tinubu is doing well, he's a politician, he's trying to buy all the other governors or members of the PDP because of what he's doing as a politician. No, I don't look at it that way. Tinubu did not allow Obasanjo in 1999 or so, when they were in power, when Obasanjo was going around to take all the western states. Tinubu did not allow him to take Lagos State. Tinubu did not defect of all what Obasanjo told him. He did not. He remained in his party. And in ACN, either AC or ACN, as at then, was still in Lagos ruling. So these other governors who are just moving at random, I don't know what is their problem. I don't know. They have not given me a cogent reason to say that yes, because Tinubu has been able to grow Nigerian economy in this, for the past years, he has been the president of this country. We have seen a direction of the economy progressively, beginning to take shape, or the Nigerian naira having strength, the purchasing power of the naira growing. I have not seen it. They've not. The tax rate in Nigeria, it is not reducing. Rather, the tax rate is higher and higher. Unnecessary taxes. Every day you wake up, one tax or the other, and which services are not, responding to the taxes we pay or the increment. So this Felix Morka will always talk his party. Let us see how it goes. But the power is still with the people. This is my position on this. If all the governors, all the senators, all the rest people in their states decide to go to the APC, we the people who are more than them, on the day of election, let us stand with our PVC, our voters card, to say this is the person we feel can take Nigeria out of this present quagmire we are, and vote out. If it is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, vote him out in 2027 and look for a better candidate that will bring Nigeria out of this very serious hardship we are facing.
Good news, David. Bayelsa State Government is set to transform its agricultural sector by partnering with Asindo Tech Indonesia to introduce cutting-edge zero-waste cassava processing technology, a move that could position the state as a leader in Nigeria's agro-economy. That's good news.
It's good news. As you say, is it on paper or is it good news on reality? What about the partnering and the partners, or all the partners we have had before? Well, what is the result? The output is what matters to Bayelsans, and not signing or partnering on paper or television show. That's not what matters to us as the people, Bayelsans.
The partnership must be realized before we can see
no doubt
the progress, right?
We are not against the partnership.
This is the first step.
What I am saying, or what the people of Bayelsa State the citizens are saying is,
this story
we
had to
are
bring up
not
because of the
against-
you were talking about agriculture,
Yes, yes.
the state need to develop.
Of course.
This is a good step in the right direction.
It is a good step. I say so, not a bad step. It is a good step. The people of Bayelsa State say so, not a bad step. But what the people are saying emphatically here is, we have gotten, since this is 5 years or 6 years plus in the administration of distinguished senator,
5 years.
5 years of the governors, stay in power. Now, since 2020 till now, we have been signing, we have been partnering. What is the end result? The output of all this partnering and signing is what the people of Bayelsa State are saying. It is a good move. But the output, we have not seen. In terms of this agriculture we are talking here, the output we have not seen. Agriculture is a practical, how do I put it? It's a practical field of endeavor that in everything you want to do is practicalized. It is not theoretical. So they have signed. It's a good move. What is the timeline? When are we going to begin to reap, get the output, the product of this MOU signing and what have you? Or is it that they just sign and go and the thing ends in oblivion, that even the people of the state will not even come back to ask questions? Or after this year, by next year, the people have forgotten about people we have signed partnership with respect to growing the agricultural potentials of the state, the capacity of the state. What is the result? The output is what we are asking.
Are you not being
Is it in terms of rice growing?
Are you not being pessimistic here?
I am not being pessimistic. I have always been an optimistic person. But then, the reality of the day is what I'm looking at. Some time ago, I like to change my name to Doubting Thomas. Yes.
Because that's exactly what the government will think
Yes,
you're doing
I like
right
to,
now.
Yes, I like to change my
You always
name
doubt.
to Doubting Thomas. I like to see. We believe in action now. It is time for us to see action. We have heard a lot of talks.
But there's another thing here, action here. The management of the Bayelsa Electricity Company Limited has reaffirmed its commitment to the timely installation of the newly acquired 60 megawatts gas-fired power plant aimed at ensuring uninterrupted and reliable electricity supply across Bayelsa State. There's action.
Yeah, let the action continue and let the action be a reality. Let us see light. What Bayelsans are waiting for is, let there be light, and there is light. 24 hours electricity supply. If they have acquired, or they are about to, or they have gone to acquire, it's none of our business any longer.
Or fast-track the installation.
That is, whether they fast track or anything the government wants to do today is none of our business. What we are waiting for, by the proclamation of the governor, by the speech of the governor, by the command of the governor, that there is going to be a 24 hours electricity supply. Bayelsa State is acquiring a 60 megawatt gas turbine, or they have paid for, I don't know. But what the people now are waiting for is, since that time till now, is let there be light. If they fast track whatever thing they are doing, at the end of the day, the timeline given to us for us to begin to enjoy steady electricity supply, it is doable. It is doable. We have the money. We have what it takes. We have gas to get this thing done. So all Bayelsans are saying is, fast track, and let there be light. Let there be light by December. You were there, isn't it? At the
media summit.
The media summit. We were all there. The secretary to the state government, Professor Nimbo Fayawe, he spoke on it. The governor is doing everything to see that at most by the end of the year, in a whisper he was giving to somebody, I also heard him, and I can quote him, that by the end of the year, from what they are looking at, there will be 24 hours power supply. We pray for it to happen. And we give our support.
And I hope you will also come to celebrate and congratulate the governor.
Why won't I do that? I am not a sadist. It is only a sadist that will see something good and not speak about it. So why won't I? If it is done, I will still come here again, beyond or outside here, anywhere I go to. I will still set it, or say it as an example that look, go to Bayelsa State. The governor, Senator Doediri, had done it. He has been able to give to his people.
And your state can also do it.
Yeah. The same way we are, talking about Alex Oti today, giving it to the people of Abia State. So also I will also do for my state governor, Doediri, if at the end of the day, he gives to the people 24 hours power supply via the 60 megawatts gas turbine he's going to acquire. We just want to see it. Let it not be like the
we pray so.
old gas
it will not be like
turbine
that.
They will only go remove part. The people will say, every time you come, you remove part, they bring and come. At some point in time, they told the man, you cannot remove any part here again.
I am optimistic. It will happen.
I am.
Because we are all praying.
I am. I am.
Let's open the phone line now. The stories are many, but let's start with the ones we already have. 0707 747 1522 and 0912 000 1975. You can send a text as well to the number 0805 327 7767. Let's talk about and analyze the stories we have already shared this morning. Tell us your name and make it very brief, 60 seconds. Welcome to the show. Your name, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Emmanuel Peter, calling from Okolobri.
Peter, thanks for joining us. How's Okolobri this morning?
Morning. Can you hear me very clear?
Yes.
I cannot hear you. You personally, I cannot hear you very clear, but I don't know, maybe you can hear me.
We are hearing you loud and clear.
Okay. David West.
Yes, sir.
You said you are not you said you are not a sadist.
I'm not, and I will not be a sadist.
You should be fair. You should be fair in your reviews. The statistics that were given, that is a reduction in food prices in Nigeria. It is true. How much do we buy a bag of rice before now? Rice we bought December for 110,000 now is 70,000, 80,000. How much do we buy oil? Not oil. Let me come down to the regular piece of it. Ask if you don't know. We do buy 8,000, 7,000.
What?
According to the brand.
What? What did you
But
call?
now, even the brown will buy 8,000. Are you hearing me?
What did you call the product you just
Even the
called?
brown. Even the brown will buy 8,000. Now it is 4,200. Indomie, how much do we buy the carton of it? How much is the price today? The Gary you are saying you went for the price.
Yes.
Here and there I say, I don't eat Gary. But the price, nobody will tell me Gary price has gone up. What can we things that can make Gary price goes up? How much we buy beans before now? We do buy beans 9,000, 10,000 naira per over. Today beans is 4,500 naira. I'm not giving the kudos to the government of today. I'm giving the kudos and the glory to God that make it possible. Because if you ask me how did this thing come down, I myself I don't know the system or the policy they use in making it to come down. But I know there is a reduction of food items.
Okay.
Okay.
You made the point.
Yeah.
The fact is that David West and you people, I cannot hear it very well, but I hope people are hearing me.
We can hear you.
Well,
Nigerian today,
yes.
that will say price of things, price of food item, and reduction in it. That person is not grateful to God or to himself. Let's talk about the government.
Okay.
One more, finally, before I go.
Okay.
Every day, we pray that we need more. It should come down more and more and more and more. But you will not tell me there is no reduction in food price. Thank you for today.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.
He
He's given a breakdown, of the reduction of food prices,
in his breakdown,
which supports the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics information.
Yes, like I said in my statement here, I said I would not sit down here to disprove the statistics given by the that bureau, the National Bureau of Statistics. I did mention that. I will not sit down here to disprove it. But for us, or for me as a Nigerian, the concern is let it reflect out there on the lives of the people.
So
that is my point.
He has bought it cheaper, but you have not bought it cheaper. Is that what you're saying?
I gave you an instance of Gare I bought not too long ago.
Maybe at his end it's cheaper.
Maybe, I don't know. But now, in the first place, he was, talking about, for instance, rice was 120 naira. Today we are buying rice, according to him, rice is 80,000 or 70,000.
70,000, yeah.
It is still abnormal. It is highly, highly abnormal.
Local rice.
It is highly, highly abnormal in Nigeria that will buy rice, a bag of rice.
Locally produced rice.
Whether locally or internationally produced rice, a bag of rice for 90,000 naira, and we say rice price has dropped. No, I will not. After all, the Bureau of Statistics say
David, let's hold on.
Slight decline.
Just hold on. Sorry. Let's get this call.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
It's Bradley Ongosi. I'm calling from Yenagoa.
Bradley, thanks for joining us.
Yes, I greet everyone. David West, I greet you.
Good morning, sir.
For me, I think, let me start from the recruitment. Please, if our armed forces, let's have checkup. We need to have checkup. Background checks. We can't continue having ex-causes, ex-militants and terrorists in our armed forces because there has been complaint. I don't want to say there is. There has been complaint of infiltration in our armed forces. You cannot even say what is happening in the north. There is no infiltration because you can see what is happening there. The armies will not know when these attacks are happening. How come? So please, let's have background checkup. We should not just say recruitment and every Tom, Dick, and Harry that comes, or every Doc and Terminal that comes, we take. Let's have background check. Then the price of food in town, I think it's going down. The price of beans, a cup used to be 450. Right now, I think it's 350. Some people are selling it 300. Even the rice cup used to be 450 and 500. People are now selling it also 350. I think it's coming down, but it's not as the rate is not as fast as we want it to be. But I think it's coming down. The state has to do more. It should not just be a federal government team. It should not just be a media team where people are coming out to say we are now partnering. All the partners, we've partnered with France before. We have gone even to Korea to partner. All the partners we have been doing, what have we yielded? If you see very well, the money we have invested in sports in Bayelsa State that is not yielding anything for the state. If we put it in agriculture, Bayelsa State will feed Nigeria. The money we have, do you know how much it will take Bayelsa State government to build a new stadium? That money alone will boost Bayelsa State and people will do work, feed a lot in Bayelsa State. We are putting so much into places where we can't get nothing from. Let's start to see how we can now put our goals where our mouth is. That is my own take this morning. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Bradley, for that contribution this morning. You can still call us. We are here, 0707-747-1522, 0912-000-1975. David, conclude what you were saying before we took that call.
Yeah, you see, for me, what I'm still, saying, my point is, the prices of food items dropping, the significance, the impact is not really felt. The Bureau of Statistics have told us slight decline. We don't want slight because when the fuel subsidy was removed, everything run up astronomically instantaneously. So, if it is coming down too, let it come down to the extent of we feeling it. Let it not look like this petroleum pump price drop of 1 naira, 2 naira.
Remember, Dangote also reduced his
you
pricing.
Understand? We don't want that.
Yeah.
I cannot be buying a cup of beans, 1 cup of beans, hear us, in Nigeria, 1 cup of beans for 350 naira. And I say the prices has dropped.
Okay, let's take this call.
For 500 naira.
Good morning.
Haba.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Your name, please.
Good morning.
Yes, Emmanuel calling from Zambia.
Emmanuel. Okay, go ahead, Emmanuel. We hear you.
Yes, I think the inflation report given by the MDS makes sense to me because the price of things are actually coming down, although gradual. Of course, it must always be gradual. They are coming down gradually. I don't want that. But one thing I find is that it affects the inflation figure only affects this thing that we buy in the open market, like rice beans and the red dollar. But when you go to the supermarket, those ones, they don't know whether the inflation did not affect them because the meat, the buns, those things that we all buy in the supermarket, creams and all that, those things are not coming down. There's only rice beans and curry and red dollar. So I don't, maybe economics can explain that thing better. But generally, like those that I mentioned, is coming down. And again, when they are not coming down with some speed, it appears it is the behavior of the Nigerian people. Even if the economic figures are, the economic in the office has seen the decline, but because the Nigerian man does not want to follow through, so it appears they are working against each other. Otherwise, I think that they are coming down. And again, the recruitment, something that they are talking about, even one caller just said, I think it's very true. Even in this, Yenagoa, somebody was talking to me one day, and then he was into some kind of business. Because he was saying sometimes they can easily access these people. They one or two of them will be calling you to say, we are coming, we'll go away from that place. Before the army people will arrive there, the not so good Nigerians would have run away. That's what is even happening in the north. So when they are recruiting people, I think that background check, any way they can do to recruit only patriotic people, it can help them to fight the war of insurgents and any other kind of bad acts in the country. I think it will help them a lot. Thank you.
All right.
You
Thank
see,
you.
Mr.
Thank
Moyi,
you very much.
another way again I want us to, assess this Bureau of Statistics given to us. What they have. Now, can please anybody tell me today if he goes to the market with 5,000 naira, whether he will not stand in the middle of the market and ask himself, waiting I buy with this 5,000 self. I hold 30,000 just now. I no see waiting I buy.
That's certain.
I no see waiting I buy.
You have
30,000.
You have a lot of people.
You understand? So let this drop in prices. Let it reflect from our pocket, our spending. Then we'll begin to know that yes, before if I go to the market with 5,000 naira just to cook one pot of soup for today and tomorrow, I know what I'm going to have. But here you are rolling around, going around the market. At the end of the day, you know, see what you buy. He says, sure. Or is it biscuit? Go to where they are selling biscuit. I can't look at me buying one biscuit I used to buy for 80 naira, highest, 150 naira. Today I buy that biscuit for 600 naira.
True.
Biscuit, 600 naira.
True.
Haba. Not cookies, oh. Not even in the supermarket where maybe they will say they add VAT. In the market, inside the market.
True.
Or the roadside shop for 600 naira, 650. No. These things should be more than what we are experiencing. Then, the government must also take serious this problem too. It is also a causative factor to the increasing prices of goods and services in the market. For any one product, food items that wants to come into Bayelsa State, first of all, go to the toll gate and ask how much this man, the truck that is bringing it, is going to spend. So sometimes when you tell these people to come, they say, we are Bayelsa, I need to go. I go pay money too much. For those who are willing to come, well, no problem. All the money I'm going to spend, the people, I will send it back to them. Then on the road, on the highway, the number of police toll gates, even today, some of the army checkpoints too. How can you see a truck carrying food items and you are standing to collect 1,000 naira or 500 naira from that vehicle? Where do you think the owner will send this money to?
To the people.
To the people. A lorry load of truck from Lagos with vegetable. From Lagos, he is paying 500. He gets to Bayelsa or Port Harcourt. Calculate all those money. He will certainly send it back to the people. Then the people who have bought the goods will now look at when you go to the market, say transport alone, say it costs. So they should stop this unnecessary illegal collection on the road.
Yeah. Let's go for a commercial break. We'll be back in a few minutes. And please keep your calls coming when we return.
Experience the gold standard on Golden FM. You got it. Go. Golden FM. Yeah. 97.5.
Problem in all the finish.
How far you be? Why your face dey like with the beat now?
Tari, now hunger won't finish me. And to go and go get food, no way now. Because I need finish this my report.
Okay, I understand, but if now only that one be your problem, then you don't get a problem now. You never hear of a trip chow?
Which one be trip waiting?
Now trip chow now the new app where you get all the restaurant for Yenagoa where you go like normally. Now Mala Gateway, Kimiowe, Pizera, Chuchu, or many more than they dear.
You mean what about Bole?
I tell you say Bole Boku, even say palm wine, is you they dear too. Just download the app from Play Store or App Store and order now. You know the sweet thing, delivery they free for now.
Don't want me see I no hungry again, no.
Yes, so
Tari, waiting be that one.
Now my food they don't bring now.
Oh man, this thing fast oh.
Not true now.
Download Trip Chow and chop belly food.
You thought you were gonna be some savior?
Dr. Banner, now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry.
Every great film tells a story, but the soul of that story lives in the music.
Assemble.
From the sweeping scores of Hollywood epics
There's a new world order.
to the unforgettable themes that give you chills.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Join us every Sunday from 8 p.m. to 9 on the Soundtrack Hour.
You're wounded.
Good of you to notice. I hear we won.
Your weekly journey into the heart of movie music. Behind every scene, there's a soundtrack. And behind every soundtrack, a story waiting to be heard. The Soundtrack Hour, only on Golden 97.5 FM, where every note tells a tale.
We are Golden FM for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
Too bright. Other stations can't touch this.
Yeah, that's how we living, and you know, can't touch this.
Yo, listen up.
Pure gold, pure vibes. 97.5 Golden FM, the gold standard of radio. Brightening Bielsa, one broadcast at a time. 97.5 Golden FM.
Okay, so welcome back to the final stage of the newspaper review segment. We still have David West with us. Let's conclude this conversation by looking at the story on the Punch newspaper. The House of Representatives was divided yesterday over a bill seeking to amend the Electoral Act 2022 to make voting compulsory for all Nigerians of voting age in national and state election. The bill, which passed second reading during yesterday's plenary, presided over by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, was jointly sponsored by the Speaker and Daniel Asama, a lawmaker from Plateau State. The proposed legislation stipulates penalties for eligible voters who fail to vote without valid justification, including a fine of 100,000 naira, a 6-month jail term, or both. David, many Nigerians are wondering, especially on social media, on X, what do they plan to achieve with this?
Unnecessary. I want to say so, that the National Assembly, rather than consigning itself with the problems bedeviling Nigeria, how to bring us out of this, this precarious situation we have found ourselves, is rather engaging or, getting itself being busy with things that are of frivolity, that will not impact on the citizenry of Nigerians directly or indirectly. It is left for me to vote or not to vote. I should not be compelled. It shouldn't be a compulsory thing that I must vote. It is something of personal volition. Look, for me, there are things in this country Nigerians will want to be justiciable. As a matter of fact, there are items in the 1999 Constitution as amended that Nigerians are asking. These rights, they are rights of ours, but they are not justiciable. You cannot enforce it in the law court. Now, here we are, the National Assembly of today, telling us that if I refuse to go out, to go and cast or exercise my fundamental human right given to me by God to vote, for me not to do that, I will be sanctioned by way of a prison sentence or a fine. While government has refused to give to the people the needed basic social amenities, why can't government or the National Assembly amend the law to suit Nigerians to say that education must be a justiciable right? That for any government that fails to give to its citizens good, better, and quality education, the citizen is having the right to go to court to challenge such a government, be it state, be it local government, be it federal, to challenge it in court, because it is there in the Constitution. It is my right to have good education, but it is not justiciable. And here we are, the National Assembly, not bothering itself about making this right justiciable for people, rather going on a voyage of forcing us to go and vote for them again. These same people that if we don't vote for them, to still impoverish us, to still oppress us.
How are they going to achieve that?
Well,
so if David West doesn't go out, they send a police officer to come pull you out from your house?
From my house. I can't get it. I don't understand.
How are they going to achieve that?
I don't understand. In the first place, even with this one that the over 200 million Nigerian population, because what they are doing now is the population of Nigeria, if it is 200 million, all the 200 million must be out there on the voting day to vote. Now here we are. Even at this stage, where the 200 million compulsorily is not going out to vote, we are still having problem of election running over to the 9th, to the next day, to people standing under the scorching sun, not being able to vote. We cannot find our trace our names in the voter register and what have you. Then now you say everybody come out. How will it look
David,
like?
just hold on. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Moy.
Morning.
David, good morning, sir.
Morning, I greet you.
Victor is speaking.
Thanks for joining us. Yes.
You see, in the country, we leave things that are of importance to the people, and we are chasing shadows. If they really want to do law that will affect the country, they should put a law that says when you are holding government office, the government should not import anything for you. You start buying their cars, they shouldn't be using foreign products. Let them buy their cars, Let them take their treatments here when they are sick, go abroad for medical tourism. Their children should not go to school abroad. They should stay here with us. Those are the kind of things we want them to do. Something that will affect, because if their children start going to school here, we will not be having all this, or what do they call it, strike and all that. We will not be having them. And our hospitals will also be improved. Let them put those laws here. I don't vote because if you want me to vote, at the same time, after voting, I will see another result. Then you want me to go and vote? You want to force me? No, let them do what we want them to do. The things that will affect the citizens directly. not what we affected, because they are also using this one as a way to help themselves out for in the election. So I beg, nobody we need be that. Chop local.
Thank you, BB, for that contribution. And let's take this one. Maybe this is going to be the last caller. I don't know. Let's see. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Yeah, good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Owe. I'm calling from Okaka.
Wait, thanks for joining us. Wait, make it very brief.
Yeah.
Very, very brief.
Yeah.
We're going.
Okay. David West, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, the best man on studio.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. To me, I want to reflect on the price of things coming down. And to my own observation, to me, things have not even come down. Compared to when our brother Goodluck was the president of this country. People have said things are coming down. Coming down how now? When you go to market today, things are very cost. You only write some days, people will say things are coming down. And in the days of Goodluck, we bought rice for, before Goodluck left, we bought rice for, I think, 10,000 or 15,000 naira. Then when the things want to go up, the things will go up very fast. And when it is coming down, we come and it's very slow. So to me, things are not coming down. So let the federal government do something about it and the state governors. Thank you.
Thank you, Wei. And that will probably be the last call. But don't worry, you still have the call in our next program on Let's Talk Nigeria. I just want to mention this quickly. You might not want to speak for too long. It's a former Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, has said ex-President Olusegun Obasanjo swiftly ended Boko Haram's activities when the group first emerged during their administration, and he's saying that presidents after Obasanjo are to blame for growing Boko Haram menace. Agree or not agree?
No, I disagree with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to an extent, because the action Obasanjo took, the leader of Boko Haram as at then, his death, what's his name again? His killing also aggravated to this level of Boko Haram insurgency we are seeing. So I don't know what he means by swiftly ended Boko Haram. Boko Haram had started since then, and after the arrest and killing of Yusuf or so, we saw what happened, how it escalated, and the present condition we have found ourselves. So, well, maybe Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the former Vice President, His Excellency, is entitled to his opinion. He's talking or he's speaking based on the facts he's having before him, but I seem not to agree with him in that regard. Please, finally, before I leave, permit me to also use this opportunity to draw the attention of the NDDC. Their pole, the street lighting they are erecting, is beautiful. We love it. They are giving us light, but the contractors, NDDC should do well to begin to monitor the contractors that are handling this job. Those poles, for some, they are so tiny. As I speak with you, the one in front of my house, the pole fell on top of my roof and damaged my roof. It is still standing there. I don't know what the contractor is doing. So they should go and check this job.
Poor job, you say?
Yes, poor job. It is. And I'm also aware that NDDC gave learning tablet or so to schools. The complaint had come that for some schools, they are beginning to retrieve those tablets from the students to sell it for them. That thing is not for sale. Please, they should monitor these things and the schools. Government should take action. Thank you.
Nigeria.
Holding. Thank God it's Friday. You are saying, okay, look at this calculator.
Nigeria.
This calculator they give to students. The Central APA High School, Apollo. I'm going to quote it. I was told the principal there is selling those calculators. It is bold behind it. It is written, not for sale.
Oh, really?
Not for sale. And you are asking the students to bring money for it. 5,000. Please, the Commissioner for Education should do well to go there and ask what is happening.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, David, for that information, and we do appreciate you. Stay golden, all right?
Stay golden, brother.
Next week, Monday, we'll be here again.
Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah.
Let's party.
Yeah.
You drive,
don't drink. More Stephen is right here. Stay tuned for Let's Talk Nigeria in just a jiffy.
Shining brighter than ever. 97.5 FM. The gold standard of radio. Bielsa's home for timeless hits.
I'm on
97.5 Golden FM.
Baby, me love you, me need you. Me want you, feel hold you and squeeze you. One night, son, I will never forget you. But if you leave, I will never forgive you. Me want pop off, me condom and breathe you. Me love you, me need you. Me want to caress you. Me want 1 and go 2 and go 3 and go 4 and go 5 and go 6. Girl, up in you.